Solo Leveling Chapter 80 to 100 Recap. Chapter 80. Jinwoo ensured his sister's safety by assigning hidden shadow soldiers to guard her before heading to the Demon Castle. Confident in their strength, he left for his mission. The next day, Jinwoo and Jinho traveled together, with Jinwoo assuring Jinho he'd return soon. At the castle, Jinwoo equipped fire-resistant gear and received a quest to defeat the Demon King on the top floor, with rewards like a runestone and bonus stats. On floor 76, Jinwoo summoned Tusk, who obliterated a demon horde with powerful fire magic, impressing Jinwoo enough to let him keep using the Orb of Avarice. Meanwhile, Jinho's father learned about a dangerous condition called eternal slumber, caused by mana exposure, and suspected Jinho as the source but resolved to fight it. The chapter ends with an ant reaching the shore unharmed. Chapter 81. Jinwoo climbs the Demon Castle, commanding a larger shadow army, thanks to his increased intelligence. He splits his forces into 6 teams to hunt enemies and find permits for the next floor, gaining experience passively while using potions to sustain them. Over days, his soldiers, including Tank, level up, but progress halts on the 80th floor when demons outsmart and overwhelm weaker teams. Realizing their intelligence, Jinwoo intervenes, ambushing and defeating 3 knights before confronting a terrified demon noble, confirming that monsters can feel fear. Chapter 82. Jinwoo battles a demon who launches a fierce spear attack, but he counters and shatters her weapon. As he moves to finish her, she surrenders, revealing herself as a woman named Esil. She claims her actions were out of duty to protect the area. When she tries to stab him from behind, Tusk's magic shield blocks her. Cornered, Esil offers an entry permit and information on others in exchange for her life. Jinwoo forces her to swear loyalty, learning she's from the Redyu clan, and that demons were transported from their realm while preparing for war. Chapter 83. Jinwoo questions Esil about the demon war, but she abruptly stops, seemingly controlled by the system. Remembering a similar incident with Baruka, Jinwoo suspects the system is hiding something. When he pushes further, Esil collapses, and he realizes the system reacts strongly to certain questions. Meanwhile, the Korean Hunter Association reviews footage of a mutant ant attack in Japan. The ant showed intelligence, targeting healers and evading danger, raising concerns about Korea's ability to handle such threats with limited manpower. Back in the Demon Castle, Esil wakes up and leads Jinwoo to her father. Shocked by Jinwoo's strength and summoned army, her father hesitates but considers Jinwoo's request for an entry permit and Esil's help. Chapter 84. Jinwoo dined with Esil and her father, receiving an entry permit after ensuring her safety. A demon noble requested to join his party, enabling shared experience points. Jinwoo told Esil to avoid battles as they ascended. She gifted him a liquor bottle for negotiations with the Garsh clan. Jinwoo defeated the clan's knights and nobles, leveling up to 87, while his shadow commanders, Igris and Tank, grew stronger. Esil warned of powerful noble clans on higher floors, suggesting negotiations, but Jinwoo refused, aiming to make her clan the strongest. When asked why, he replied, "Because I like you," leaving her flustered. Chapter 85. Jinwoo battles increasingly powerful enemies in the Demon Castle, reaching level 93 and the 100th floor, where he faces the Demon King, Baron. Despite his growing strength, the fights remain intense, with his shadows repeatedly destroyed and regenerated. Esil, impressed by his power, chooses to stay and witness his progress. Meanwhile, Japan's strongest hunter, Goto Ryuji, proposes a joint raid with South Korea to eliminate the Ant Queen on Jeju Island. Chapter 86. Esil freezes in fear as Demon King Baron's bloodlust fills the air. Jinwoo eyes Baron's wyvern, wondering if he can extract its shadow. Baron summons an army of demons, surrounding them. While Esil panics, Jinwoo calmly activates Monarch's domain, empowering his shadows to strike down many enemies. His generals, Tank, Iron, Igris, and Tusk unleash devastating attacks, with Tusk's fire incinerating foes. Baron counters with a lightning storm, forcing Jinwoo to shield them. Jinwoo attacks the wyvern but is knocked down by Baron. As Baron prepares another strike, Tusk's enhanced fireball overpowers his lightning, bringing the wyvern down. Jinwoo, dagger in hand, declares, "Finally, you're down," but Baron remains unfazed. Chapter 87. Jinwoo struggles as Baron's relentless attacks drain his mana. Iron and Igris are defeated but regenerate just in time to block Baron's finishing blow, allowing Jinwoo to stab Baron's arm. Baron retaliates with a shockwave, summoning dual swords, and the two exchange rapid strikes. When Baron prepares an energy attack, Esil distracts him by throwing a sword. Jinwoo seizes the moment, uses Commander's Touch to rip off Baron's hand, and delivers a powerful uppercut, defeating him. Baron falls, and Jinwoo completes the quest, victorious but exhausted. Chapter 88. Jinwoo defeated Baron, and his shadow soldiers collected mana crystals. He gained powerful items, including the Demon King's sword, daggers, and purified blood, key to crafting the holy water of life. Using the World Tree Fragment and spring water, he neutralized the poison and successfully created the potion, hoping it could cure his mother. Iron brought Baron's Wyvern, which Jinwoo extracted as a shadow and named Kaizel. With his new shadow exchange skill, he teleported out of the dungeon, mounted Kaizel, and flew toward the hospital under the moonlit sky. Chapter 89. Baek Yoonho and Min Byungju discuss the Jew Island raid. Yoonho is determined to stop the ant threat, but Byungju declines, choosing a peaceful life as a teacher. Meanwhile, Jinwoo gives his mother the holy water of life at the hospital. She awakens after years, thanking him for keeping his promise. Overwhelmed, Jinwoo reflects on her sacrifices as he prepares for the dangerous Jew Island raid and the monstrous ant ahead. Chapter 90. At the hospital, a patient miraculously recovers after 4 years, and Jinwoo, now an S-rank hunter, ensures her discharge despite the doctor's concerns. Later, Jinwoo reflects on his efforts as his mother reunites with his sister. Outside, he learns about Kaizel being spotted and receives a call from Chairman Go, who requests his help for a mission to reclaim Jeju Island from ants. At the Hunter Association gym, S-rank hunters, including Japan's strongest, Goto Ryuji, train for the raid. Jinwoo observes a sparring match where Yoonho holds back to avoid transforming into his monstrous form. The scene ends with introductions to the Japanese hunters. Chapter 91. Jinwoo catches the attention of several hunters, including Goto Ryuji, who initially mistakes him for an assassin. Hanakawa clarifies he's a mage, surprising everyone. Meanwhile, Park Jong-soo, an A-rank hunter, confronts Hanakawa after she dismisses A-rank hunters. She challenges him to a duel. The match begins with a simple rule: grab the opponent's wrist to win. Hanakawa attacks aggressively, but Jong-soo dodges and swiftly grabs her wrist, ending the fight. Mocking her lack of experience, he emphasizes the importance of reading opponents. Ryuji then proposes a sparring event between S-rank hunters from Korea and Japan, setting the stage for an intense showdown. Chapter 92. The sparring begins with Ma Dongwook and Kenzo Tanaka clashing in a powerful exchange of punches. Minoru Hoshino charges at Lim Taeju, who counters with a magic arrow, disrupting the Japanese team. Baek Yoonho faces Atsushi, who hesitates during an attack, while Yoonho unleashes his true power, intimidating his opponent. Cha Hae-in defeats Kanai Tawada with swift, unpredictable moves but is soon attacked by an enraged Atsushi. Just as Atsushi is about to strike, Jinwoo intervenes, stopping him effortlessly and pinning him to the ground. Jinwoo suggests the South Korean team concede, but Goto steps forward, challenging Jinwoo to a one-on-one fight. Chapter 93. Goto and Jinwoo squared off, the tension palpable. Goto's eagerness to fight was clear, and Jinwoo saw this as a chance to test his strength. The battle began with Goto launching a powerful attack, but Jinwoo dodged with ease. Frustrated, Goto unleashed a series of strikes, but Jinwoo evaded them all, smiling calmly. Realizing he needed to go all out, Goto aimed a devastating blow, only for Jinwoo to catch his hand mid-strike. Jinwoo warned that if he'd been slower, he might have been injured. Enraged, Goto demanded to know if Jinwoo was mocking him, but Jinwoo simply asked if he wanted to stop there. Their auras clashed as they prepared for a final strike. Before they could finish, others intervened, ending the fight. Jinwoo walked away with only a scratch, while Goto stood stunned, drenched in sweat. Chapter 94. Baek Yoonho of the White Tiger Guild reflects on Sung Jinwoo's immense power, realizing his recruitment efforts were futile. Meanwhile, in Japan, Ryuji discusses Jinwoo's second awakening with Sugimoto, noting his absence from the Jeju Island raid team. On the island, the Ant Queen hatches a powerful soldier to lead her starving colony. Back home, Jinwoo cleans with his family, reflecting on his father and the upcoming raid. Later, he confronts a thug threatening a girl, effortlessly overpowering him and warning him to surrender. As the raid looms, tension builds, with hunters en route to Jeju Island. Chapter 95. The mission begins with fleets deployed near Jeju Island, including destroyers and frigates. Guilds prepare for action, with tactical drills and hunters stationed to defend the mainland. On a helicopter, South Korean S-rank hunters discuss their strategy as they approach the island. The Japanese team lures ants with powerful mana waves, and the South Koreans engage in combat. Choi Jong-in uses fire magic to eliminate the first wave, clearing the way for his team to descend and face the Queen within the hour. Chapter 96. The operation begins with jamming signals targeting the ants on Jeju Island, disabling their communication. Teams move into action. Bravo team fights off ants, while Delta team observes fireworks near the tunnels, speculating it's Choi Jong-in's firepower. Jong-in uses a flame prison to block weaker ants and launches fireballs into the tunnels, mapping the labyrinth. He identifies a key path and leads the team deeper. Inside, they discover the ants are spawning ground and a massive hatched egg, hinting at a powerful threat. Meanwhile, the Japanese Charlie team faces a deadly ant that swiftly kills 3 S-rank hunters, ending the chapter. Chapter 97, Inside the Tunnel. Ma Dongwook blocks a massive ant's attack with his shield. Cha Hae-in leaps in, piercing its head midair and slicing through its body. Another ant charges, but she swiftly decapitates it. Min Byung-ju advises cutting off their limbs to finish them, while Baek Yoonho speculates these ants are older generation royal guards. Min Byung-ju casts a spell, boosting everyone's strength. Yoonho, now confident, prepares for the next wave. He then senses the queen nearby, spotting her at the tunnel's end with 8 guards. Transforming into a beast-like form, Yoonho crushes ants with his claws, roaring as the chapter ends. Chapter 98. Ma Dongwook delivers Cha Hae-in to the guards, but she drives her sword into the ground, unleashing a shockwave that disrupts their formation. While the guards are thrown into chaos, Dongwook charges at the queen, shield raised and spear ready. Meanwhile, Min Byung-ju warns a cameraman to stay back as the real fight begins. The hunters close in on the queen, with Lim Tae-ju firing arrows and Baek Yoonho slashing at her. The queen counters with corrosive acid, but Byung-ju heals the team instantly. As the queen weakens, Choi Jong-in casts a massive fire spell, but her final roar signals a new, more powerful threat emerging from the shadows. Chapter 99. The hunters face an overwhelming threat as the Ant King emerges, radiating dark energy that paralyzes them with fear. It swiftly incapacitates Cha Hae-in, Ma Dongwook, and others with brutal attacks, shattering shields and slicing through defenses. Despite their efforts, the hunters are no match for its power. Ma Dongwook manages a counterattack, forcing the Ant King to retreat momentarily, while Min Byung-ju uses a camouflage skill to heal his allies. However, the Ant King locates Min Byung-ju and delivers a fatal blow, leaving the team in despair. Chapter 100. The Ant King devours Min Byung-ju, leaving the hunters in shock and despair. Baek Yoonho tries to fight back but is easily overpowered, while the Ant King mocks their weakness and reveals its ability to absorb strength and knowledge from its prey. Sensing a powerful presence outside, the Ant King leaves the tunnel, giving the hunters a brief moment to regroup. As they struggle against a horde of ants, a black shadow suddenly appears, protecting them. The chapter ends with Jinwoo standing on a building in South Korea, uttering the word, "exchange." Subscribe to not miss further recaps of the next chapter.